2 hours away, and two East Texas teams are playing for more than just a win. They're playing for their teammates who won't be on the field with them tonight. For the Tatum Eagles, it's DJ Horton, a player hurt during a scrimmage. For the Kilgore Bulldogs, it's Christopher Ballard, a senior on the team, killed in a car accident. KETK's Daniel Pierce right now begins our team coverage of these two storylines tonight. Now, he spoke with DJ Horton, who says he's still determined to be at the matchup against Center and those who help support him. Daniel.
That's right, Neil. DJ broke his neck in two places while going in for a tackle during a scrimmage against Rusk. That happened about 2 weeks ago. He'll be in a neck brace until the end of the month, and even then, it's unlikely that he'll be touching the field this season. He still has hope, though, and he tells me that every day he's improving. His neck was broken in two places on the fourth vertebrae. To give you an idea of how lucky he is, doctors told his family if those breaks were any higher, he would have been dead. Since the injury, DJ has spent much of his time away from football. He hasn't been able to go to practice and probably won't even go back to school for the next week. But on Thursday, he went back to visit some of his classmates to thank them for praying for him and remind them that he'll be watching from the stands tonight.
Exciting to see all my friends. They're building a pyramid of SpaghettiOs. It's like a whole pyramid. Because I said I wanted spaghetti, I didn't think it was going to go this far. All that support will get me on the field next year.
Lots of people we don't even know from lots of places, you know, reaching out just to say, hey, we're praying for your son. It's overwhelming.
Right now, the main things DJ is working to improve upon is his neck's mobility and to get feeling in his left arm back to normal. MRIs show that white spot there. That's part of the nervous system that was damaged in the hit. Again, that is being repaired. To also show you his dedication, he put on that jersey just for the interview today, which took him about 5 minutes. Now, until that brace is off, he'll be watching the game from the stands to avoid the risk of hurting himself again. Make no mistake, though, he's still going to every single game. Live in the studio, Daniel Pierce, KETK News.
And he looks great. Daniel, thank you. Team coverage continues now for Friday Football Fever. Getting closer for the Kilgore Bulldogs tonight is different. This after one of their teammates and friends, Christopher Ballard, died in a car accident early this month. KETK's Trent Bennett right now joins us live from R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. Trent, the team plans on honoring him tonight for the big game, right?
Neil, that's right. And after that accident had happened, we spoke with Ballard's head coach Mike Wood, as well as several of his teammates who said that win or lose every game this season, they're going to be playing for their brother Christopher. Now, Ballard was just 17 years old when he lost his life behind the wheel of his car. He was involved in a high-speed chase after not pulling over for a Tatum police officer. That chase went on into Henderson, where Ballard lost control of his vehicle. He was number 6, and he played defensive tackle for the Bulldogs. And the past couple of weeks, his teammates have posted notes all around the locker room to remind them how much Ballard meant to each and every one of them.
He just had an infectious smile, and he always had that smile, and it didn't matter whether you were having a bad day, and Chris would walk in with that smile, and he'd just light up the room.
And every day knowing that we doing this for him, you know, we're doing this for him, his family.
Tonight's game starts at 7:30 as the Bulldogs take on the Nacogdoches Dragons for their season opener. Coach Wood says the team will have a dedication to Ballard before the national anthem. Now, the specifics of that, we're told they're going to have a couple of seconds for a moment of silence. They're also going to release 6 red and black balloons and strike the bell 6 times in memory of that number 6 jersey that he wore for this school. And we're also going to speak to Ballard's older sister, Tatiana, who is also here tonight. We're going to have her words right at 10 o'clock, right before Friday Football Fever starts. Reporting live in Kilgore, Trent Bennett, KETK News.
Thank you, sir. And now on to our football forecast. You know what, Marcus? If I'm going to the game tonight, and I am, I guess I will not be wearing my leather jacket because it's still a little bit too warm for that, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a little too warm for that, but we are going to continue to see very warm conditions this evening, Neil. We're in good shape right now as it's been a hot afternoon. Just a few isolated showers out there. Temperatures for us now into the lower and mid 90s, and what a hot day it has been. Heat index feeling like 100 degrees at this time. Now, if you're heading out to our Friday night football games across East Texas, temperatures at kickoff falling down into the lower 90s for us, and by the fourth quarter we should be down into the 80s. A very light southeast wind will be with us as we go throughout this evening. Let me give you a live look from our Friday football fever game of the week, and this is in Longview. Look at that. Just a few clouds that are hanging around at this time for us here, but we are looking at very warm conditions for that. The forecast for that game, remember, it gets started at 8:30 this evening, again at Longview Lobo Stadium because of TV time. 86 degrees at kickoff. By the fourth quarter, 80 degrees there. Of course, we'll have a live shot from that, but Neil, we're talking about rain chances here in the Storm Center. More on that for your holiday weekend coming up.